Over the last year, Nokia has been trying to win over enterprise customers to the Windows Phone ecosystem by offering them moderately spec'd but cheap handsets. This started last year with the original 620, and they've carried this on with their newly unveiled Nokia Lumia 625. Now this phone has a few nifty touches, offering 4G connectivity and a sizable 4.7-inch display, despite costing just £200. However, there are a few bugs in the ointment which make it not quite ideal for corporate use. Let's have a look at them. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the 625 is significantly bigger than the 620, measuring it at 133 by 72 by 9.2 millimeters. It's also quite heavy, weighing in at 159 grams. This means compared to other handsets, even in the same price bracket, it does feel very heavy and a little bit unwieldy in hand. Luckily, the design is fairly ergonomic, having rounded sides, meaning if you're willing to put up with the weight, it doesn't feel too uncomfortable. Another nice touch is that it has interchangeable covers, which means if you drop it and crack the case, you can actually replace it. It also gives you a few colour options, which is good because, as you can see, the white version we've been using is fairly prone to picking up marks and dirt. Powering up the device, you'll see the 4.7-inch display isn't anywhere near as crisp as other Lumia handsets. This is because Clear Black, one of the custom technologies that make Lumia phones great, is absent. We're guessing this is a move to keep the price down on the 625. Instead, it has a 4.7-inch 480 by 800 resolution display. And being honest, this really isn't very nice compared to other Lumias, and even the original 620 looks a lot nicer. That said, the increased size does make it more comfortable to type on than other cheap Nokia handsets, so it's a bit of give and take. The phone itself, power-wise, runs off a 1.2 GHz dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon processor that's backed up by just 512 megabytes of RAM. Now, while the processor in general is fine, and it can enact tasks fairly easily outside of fairly demanding things like 3D games, though for most business users this won't be a concern, the reduced memory is a bit of an issue, and we have noticed when running multiple applications it can stutter and lag a little bit. For the last few years, Nokia has been carving a reputation for building great smartphone cameras, adding Carl's Zeiss lenses and its patented PureView technology. The 625 has none of these, instead coming with a bare bones 5 megapixel rear camera and VGA front camera. In terms of picture quality, while it's not as good as other top-end Lumias which have the custom tech, compared to other £200 smartphones it's still reasonable, and we can't complain too much. Nokia has also done a good job of adding a few of its custom camera apps, not like Nokia SmartCam. However, this is a stripped-down version, with the burst mode only capturing 7 images as opposed to 10 as it does on other top-end smartphones. The VGA camera as well isn't too great for Skype video calling, with the image coming out fairly pixelated and it being hard to tell what's going on, which means for conference calling it's probably not the best, but still usable. Storage-wise, the Nokia Lumia 625 comes with 8 GB of internal storage, only 5 of which is actually usable. However, luckily, Nokia has added a microSD card slot, which means you can upgrade it to a maximum of 32 gig. It also has a removable 2000 mAh battery, which Nokia claims will last about a day and a half with regular use. In general, we found there is some truth to this claim, with it usually lasting about a day before needing a top-up charge. However, with heavier use, we did manage to kill the phone within a couple of hours. Summing up, the Nokia Lumia 625 is a fairly good smartphone, considering its £200 price. It offers 4G connectivity and a sizable, albeit slightly blurry display. However, with Nokia already having released a number of equally good, affordable handsets, we can't really see what there is to entice new users to the ecosystem or persuade those that have to upgrade their handsets. I'm Alistair Stevenson, thanks for watching.